The Rhyl District Labour Club, we have about 3,000 members, but regular members, people who come in 2 or 3 times a week, there's about 250. We're not full anymore because it's very hard to compete with the pubs now, with beer selling it for £1 a pint, and they're all sponsored by the brewery. We have to stand on our own 2 feet. No one's going to subsidise us anymore like they used to. The Comrades, the British Legion, the Old Naval Club, and the Old Conservative Club have all closed down. They've all gone. I think there's 3 registered clubs left in Rhyl. That's the Victory Club, the RAF Club, and here. We're the biggest one. When the people first wanted to buy this club, 10 people actually remortgaged their houses for £10,000 and got it paid back up to them over a number of years. You wouldn't find that nowadays, but that's the nature of things. The older members of the committee have known everyone in this club since they were kids, known their grandparents, their parents. We'll have a meeting when someone's applied for membership, and they'll say, "Oh, you know Mrs. Such and Such, buddy. She used to live next door to Jack or Fred, and her husband used to work on the railway or in the gasworks." They can go back to the 1900s when they're talking. It's a safe environment here for older people to come in. We don't get the trouble in here. We don't get the drunks in. And we have a very strict regime. If anyone in here steps out of line, they only do it once, and they don't get back in the club. We try and do it so that older people can walk in here, have a safe drink, go outside, get in a taxi, and go home. Have a pleasant evening without getting disrupted, because this is all there is. All the seafront is now there for the younger ones. They're all discos and things like that. As I had anyone from middle-aged or the elderly people to go, is one of the few places that provides that sort of environment for them, and we're pleased to do that. The crowd we get in the daytime is a completely different type of person than we get at night time. I should imagine the crowd we have in the afternoon wouldn't even know the people we have in at night time, and the people at night time wouldn't even know the ones we have in the afternoon. Some people think this club opens only at 9 o'clock at night, when it's ready for the bingo or something like that. They don't realise that we are open 12 hours a day. A lot of our regulars have been sat in the same seats now for 40 to 50 years. I think our oldest member is 97, and he just retired off the committee last year. He'd been an active committee man up until last year at 97. He still comes in. He's been this morning. He doesn't drink anymore. He pops in to see everyone, bringing tomatoes off his allotment. At 97, he's not doing bad. Our committee men, some of them have been here for years and years. The majority started off as waiters in the early 60s. Went as waiter service only in this club, as it was packed 7 nights a week. You couldn't get a seat after 7:15 at night when we opened at 7. As time went on and they all retired from work, they came on the committee. Some have been on 40 years. At the moment, we have a couple of younger members on the committee. We are one of the few clubs throughout Great Britain that more people put down for committee than there are vacancies. The majority of clubs find it hard to fill committee vacancies, but the old ones that we have on the committee, they're the characters of the club. They've been doing the same thing in and out for many years. Even they can't remember how long they've been on. I mean, I'm one of the youngest members now, and I'm well past retirement age. We have some people who use the club 7 nights a week. Not so much for drinking, more or less for socialising and meeting people. They come in, have a glass of orange, talk to their friends and have a game of bingo and listen to whatever entertainment is on. There's always something on. There's something on 7 nights a week on a Sunday lunchtime. So there's always something for someone to do. A lot of people come in just for that, not so much to go to the bar and drink as much as they can, which I prefer if they did, because the club survives on what little money goes over the bar. Bingo is normally top of the bill and is played every night, no matter who's on. If Shirley Bassey, Tom Jones and Frank Sinatra were all on the same night, they'd still be asking what time the bingo started. I suspect that the first spot that the artist is not even noticed. It's only when they've had a few and want to get up dancing that they actually take any notice of the artist. but they are there if they want to listen. Sunday to Thursday we have two different resident organists. On Sunday and Monday there's an organist and a female vocalist. It's a duo called Shirley and Morgan. They've been here since I think about 1969. It's free and easy one night and spot the tune the other. Tuesday and Wednesday we have another organist, Roger, who's quite a good vocalist himself. If he's unavailable, then we run our own karaoke. Thursday night we have a fun quiz. It's nothing serious, anyone can take part. It doesn't cost anyone any money to join in. But they'll also be able to play your cards right and open the box, where there's still little prizes in the box. Mystery prize that nobody knows what's in there until they're open. Could be anything from a bar of soap, tin of beans, or a piece of black pudding. You never know what's going to be in there. So it's all taken in good fun and good heart. On Friday and Saturday evenings, we have outside entertainment that's sent by agents throughout the area. Live acts, or so they say. On Sunday afternoon, we have a big bingo session that's quite popular in this area. The club itself is made up of a majority of senior citizens, people of the older age, and we are one of the only places in Rhyl that caters for that type of people. The rest of Rhyl is discos, amusements and night spots where all the teenagers and young people hang around. But this place is a safe environment for the middle-aged and older people to come in. We do get younger ones in, but that's mainly for the sports section that we have in the club. In this room itself, the concert room, it's normally the older end of the population of Rhyl. They come in for a drink. They don't have to drink if they don't want. They can have a big game of bingo, and there's a tax rank right outside. And the majority come straight here and straight back home again. When the millennium came in, a lot of clubs and places were charging exorbitant prices for admittance on that day. People soon realised how cheap it was for parties at home. Go to off licence and get the cans and sit in with their families. Now this has carried on ever since. Places like us and even pubs in the area cannot compete with supermarket prices. We charge £1.80 for a pint of bitter, and you can get 6 cans for £4 in one of the supermarkets. So people have more parties at home now. But we are still in April, when the smoking ban comes in. We'll find that very hard. From what we've read, Scotland went down 20% on beer sales when their smoking ban began. And if that happens here, we'll be in serious trouble. To try and attract new members is getting harder and harder all the time. Hopefully, with a little bit of luck, and a little bit of help from either the bank or the brewery, we can refurbish to make the place more comfortable for people to come in. At the moment, as you look round, you can see it's a little dated, very much like an old school canteen. Make the seats in here more comfortable so that people can sit down in comfort instead of hard wooden chairs with hard seats. Something's got to be done to bring people in, apart from just wanting to come and play bingo. It all takes money, and breweries are a bit reluctant to invest in clubs because of the declining nature of them. But here we're doing quite well, and our brewery is strong backers for us at the moment. But the majority of clubs have had their day. But, as I said, we're doing quite well, and with a little bit of luck, we'll keep on going for another 40 to 50 years, hopefully.